Welcome to Mod Pod with Fukunaga, a podcast that celebrates the strength and pulse of the luxury market. And now, here's your host, Vanessa Fukunaga.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mod Pod with Fukunaga. And today's special guest is Enrique Silva, who is an entrepreneur, restaurateur, farmer, chef, of course.
Yes.
So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm really excited to have you here today. And of course, we are here in La Butica, which is in Las Ventanas al Paraíso. Thank you, La Butica. Thank you, Las Ventanas. An amazing location. And for you, we were just talking about how nice it is to be here and how we've seen Los Cabos evolve. But when did you first come here?
Well, I came here for the first time in '84. Okay. I came here for vacations, and I moved to live here in '88.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And why? What made you choose to live here?
Because friends of mine from my hometown, I'm from Navojoa, Sonora, in the north of Mexico, and they used to have a beach house at Pamea.
Okay.
And beautiful place, and so I start coming twice a year for vacations. And when I graduate, I'm an agricultural engineer, so I came here for vacations and never left.
That's my story too.
Yeah.
See what happens?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah,
You just
fall in love.
you fall in love,
Yes.
and then it's really this amazing, amazing place. You mentioned that I know you're from Sonora, but you're from a family of 10.
Yes,
Right?
yeah, I had 5 sisters and 2 brothers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, mom and dad, so yeah.
And where are you in the kids? Are you?
I'm number 7.
You're number 7. Okay.
Yes.
And how was it growing up in such a full household?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Because especially, I mean, in the daily basis, but especially having vacation, the whole family together, just imagine. To get 10 of us traveling and visiting families or vacationing at some beach place. So it's, now that I think it's, I don't know how we did it,
Yeah.
because it's a lot of people.
It's funny to look back on it and see how, what life brings you. Now, how were the dinner tables growing up? You grew up to be, and like we said, an agricultural engineer, chef, farmer, restaurateur, all these kinds of things. What was it like around the dinner table?
Well, dinner table is, well, number one is a lot of respect. At that time there were no cell phones, but still we have a phone, so nobody will answer the phone.
Okay.
Okay. So when we sit down, it's all about eating and respecting all the food, and having a very good time, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the whole family together. Okay? So it was time to enjoy and just talk about family things. And so
Nice.
that's how it was like.
And who did the cooking? Or was
My
it
mom. My mom, all the time.
Were you
of course,
sous
my
chef?
sisters. When I started growing up, at the end, yes, I would help her, but no, it was a very typical Mexican family from the north of Mexico. So we were not too much involved. We were 3 males, so we never were too much involved in the kitchen. Okay. But taking care of the garbage, the garden, so we have our things. And my 5 sisters will help my mom in many different things. But yeah, the guys, not too much involved in the kitchen. But I like it. I like it from the very beginning, and so I start cooking. Especially when my parents would go for vacations by themselves. Then I was able to get into the kitchen. Otherwise, when my mom was in, no, I was not allowed.
What was your favorite dish that your mom would make growing up?
Well, bistec ranchero. Sonora, we are big beef eaters. So it's like huevos rancheros. It's very similar, but with beef.
Okay.
Thin steaks, that with rice and beans. That was like my favorite thing to eat. Yeah.
And what was kind of the principal idea growing up? That you had this special dish, was it kind of clean eating? Were you already eating organically and farm to table, or how did that inspiration come about?
Well, it was pretty much like that, having I will imagine, my mom especially having to feed, it was like a small restaurant, that's 30 meals, okay? 30 meals a day, okay? And we will visit, Sonora. Navajo is a big valley, agricultural valley. So with a lot of small ranches and small producers, okay? So we would go drive, and I was her driver for many years. So we would drive to get the honey, the eggs, the turkey before Christmas, and vegetables, and totally seasonal, when the orchards were ready with peach or with guavas or with mangoes. We always would go and buy everything by sacks, like big volumes. And I guess that's where my farm to table, mind is set up, during those early years. And then when I moved here, okay, living at Pamilla, and at that time it was just a few houses there, the hotel, and the family, the Mendivil family that I used to live with, they were very much involved in good food and good life, and so it was kind of the same, going to Miraflores those years to get, during the pitaya season, the mango season. So I kind of repeat, what I learned when I was very young. So that's, I think pretty much everything came from those years. Yeah.
Wow. And today you have the tequila restaurant, Los Tam, as I like to call it, Los Tamarindos, La Venia, and
well, in town I have, tequila. After 24 years that it was named tequila, recently I changed the name to Tamarindo Centro. So now it's Tamarindo Centro. And a couple blocks from there is Tamarindo's Coffee Roasters. So it's I'm there with Maestro David Baez, which is one of the most recognized coffee roasters in Mexico. And so that's what we have focused there in teaching people about the coffee world, which is fascinated. And so we're roasting coffee, and you can go there and just have a beautiful experience about coffee, learning many different subjects. And also, of course, selling in wholesale to hotels and restaurants because coffee is such a specialized product. Okay? And we bring everything from Veracruz, Coatepec, Veracruz, which is a lot of history. There are centuries of history of coffee production, and that it used to cater to the European market for centuries. Okay. And anyway, we had that experience, and then involved with the mezcal in Santiago Matatlan, with La Venia. La Venia Mezcal. We have been producing mezcal there for the last 6 years. Then the farm, Tamarindos, which is it's been there for 20 years already.
20 years.
20 years with the farm, and 11 years with the restaurant. And there we have the cooking classes, and we have quite a few venues for corporate groups. We do a lot of weddings, and we do have accommodation now. We have
bungalows, right?
Yeah, we have 6 bungalows, and about to start a very nice project. We're creating a community there. We have 35 acres. So, finally, I decided to start a community where we're going to have many different kinds of accommodations. The wellness, a center for educate the community around Tamarindos, which is Animas Bajas, San Vicente, La Choya, La Playa. There are 4 communities right next to us. So we're going to have this community center, so to teach them, obviously, how to farm, how to cook, how to be a carpenter, welders, and of course fine arts, like painting, besides other things. So we're doing this work with this prestigious architect, Michelle Rothkind, from Mexico City. And we've been working since the summer, so soon, maybe in a couple weeks or a month, we're going to make it public.
Wow.
So that's what's coming up at Tamarindos now.
Wow, you continue to grow. So I understand, let's do a little toast, that your drink today is made with your own mezcal.
Yes.
With La Venia.
With La Venia.
Salud. Bienvenidos.
Gracias.
They always make something perfect, and I don't even know what's in here, but they know I don't like it too sugary. La Boutica just does it well.
Yes.
How is yours? Yours is a?
Mine is Manhattan, okay, made with mezcal. This is Tobalá, mezcal Tobalá from La Venia, and delicious, dry, and just perfect.
Now, how did you get involved in? Let's circle back to Los Tamarindos. It's been there 20 years. What, you bought the land? What gave you the eye to get started there? What was the vision, or how did you even get that going?
Well, for the most part, it was a need that I have.
Okay.
When I opened tequila restaurant, now Tamarindo Centro, we're talking about, it's going to be 26 years, March 11th.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So at that time, San Jose del Cabo, it was too tiny, okay? And there were not too many products available. And when I came, started looking at products, and going with the farmers, it was very difficult to buy from them because there were some organic production. There were Productores Orgánicos del Cabo, okay? With Jacob's Farms, which is still here. Okay? These two companies, one, the American company with the Ejido San Jose del Cabo, they create Del Cabo products.
Okay.
And they used to export, okay, the whole production. So when I tried to buy to them, it was very, they didn't pay attention to me at all. Okay? Later on I understand why, because when you're doing an exportation program like they did, we're talking about very serious operation, because the FDA for the first start and the USDA, they have all these regulations, and one of the regulations is when you are exporting, it's very difficult to allow people come to those farms.
Okay.
It's part of the regulation because of the basically it's a cross-contamination issue. So they don't care about you, and then the regulation, they don't allow you to get into these production areas or packaging areas. So, but I deal with to get some of the products. So after that, when I have basically the time and the money, I say, hey, I'm an engineer, so I know about this subject, and these people have everything set up here. So we have the seeds, we have the technology, and I love the whole idea about organic farming. And so I decided to do it by my own.
Wow.
Before Tamarindos, I had two farms prior to that, but unfortunately they were too close to the arroyo.
Okay.
And so I lost both of them with hurricanes and and big floods. And then I decided to get Tamarindos, and Tamarindos is protected by two hills. So that's so here, after learning my lesson, say, this is going to be protected. So I bought it, and the whole idea is to produce products, okay, to supply Tamarindo Centro.
It's incredible.
And that's how it started. And later on, it was Angel Carvajal, who was one of my clients. I remember so well because we're walking. And then we look at the old brick house. We was in ruins. That was the farmhouse. And say, hey, that's a restaurant right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And they say, where? Right there. You should open a restaurant. You see the view, the whole thing. And he gave me the idea.
Really?
Yeah. And 2 years after that, I opened the restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how we did.
But you evolved because you have so much land, and I know I've been there obviously and done the cooking classes where basically I felt like you're sous chef. The cooking classes were a bunch of us cutting up all the vegetables.
Yeah.
Just teasing. But it was really fun because you learned about flavor. We actually went out and picked our own, the herbs and the vegetables, and then brought them back for the cooking class. why the idea to teach? Because a lot of people do. You know, a lot of people can have a restaurant or they do whatever they're doing for a living, but you also take it to the next level and you teach and you impart your wisdom on other people. And I think that's really interesting. How did that get started?
Well, you know, if I compare myself with most chefs, okay, most chefs have to have everything in secret, okay? Maybe because they study that and it was very hard, or maybe because it's been a tradition, you know, among chefs. I'm exactly the opposite. I mean, I like to share everything I know.
I know you do.
You know, probably because because maybe, you know, because I didn't have to go, you know, it was not that hard for me. And so sharing is very important. And so for once, you know, one side is the farm. So I took many cooking classes around the world, you know, and you know, I like it. I like going to the market. Some of them take you to the market. Some of them you just work in this kitchen. So I wanted to do it. You know, we had the farm, right? Beautiful farm with all these products. We had this beautiful kitchens, and for me it was like, well, what's going to be, you know, better than take it down, you know, touch the earth, you know, touch the ground, and then smell, taste, and so that right there, you know, that's like open your senses, and then you go up to the kitchen and see the wood oven and, you know, and the mesquite grill and, you know, the boards and a very old wood table, and everybody have, you know, it's a hands-on cooking class.
It's amazing, by the way. It's really, really interesting, and all along the way you're just explaining, you know, why and the types of fertilizers or the organic ingredients you might use to help grow and produce the items, and then when we were bringing them back to the actual area to, you know, cook, right? It was amazing. It was really interesting.
Well, I think it's about connected, you know, you smell, you know, your eyes, you smell, your tongue, and once you get all those, and then a little bit of the cooking process, well, it's you know, what I feel when I do the cooking classes is people are in love.
It's
you know?
true.
Yeah, people are in love and they express it, you know, and then they gotta eat it, you know, in that setting, and then it's like, yeah, it's pure love. That's what you feel. You know?
It's true, and I think you can have more appreciation for your meal.
Oh, yes.
When you've done that. I like how when you said you grew up, there was respect for the dinner table, respect about, you know, the meal together, and I think that's really interesting. It looks like a thread that's common throughout your life.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I still don't like when people are using the phone when we're eating, or when they're very late. Okay, and like so. Yeah, I think that's the way it should be. Have respect when it's time to eat. You know, somebody's preparing, somebody grow it, somebody, you know, pay all this passion to do it. So at least we should have a little respect about, you know, the meals, you know, and have our time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And traveling. Have you used culinary travel experiences to kind of obtain more information or inspiration? And where have you gone where you've gotten your most inspiration?
But definitely traveling is the best way, okay? Because once you visit different cultures in like Asia, one of my biggest inspiration, you know, Bali, okay, Indonesia, they have this beautiful, I had beautiful experience with food there. Thailand, especially the northern part, Chiang Mai, is fantastic. But Napa Valley, you know, back in, you know, many years ago, you know, because of, you know, visiting for the wine, but if we go back, I don't know, 25 years, 30 years ago, Napa Valley and the first restaurant when they started the movement there, is a lot to learn there. You know, a lot of good chef and a lot of beautiful products there. Napa Valley produced, you know, one of the best products in the world. And of course, Italy, you know, the Tuscany area. I mean, it's like, you know, I got the opportunity from actually some residents of Pamilla took me there to cook and learn about the Panzano and the Chianti area.
Wow.
There's a lot of inspiration there. And Spain. Spain is fantastic, from Barcelona to Valencia, Madrid, Ibiza. I mean, it's too much to learn. And then later on came all this fusion food, I have to say that the person who introduced me with this fusion thing, it was Larry Nicola.
Okay.
Larry Nicola is a master chef from LA, and he's the one who was hired by the Pamilla Hotel about, I don't know, maybe 28 years or 30 years ago.
Oh my God.
To change everything. And he's the one who really started the farm to table movement in Cabo.
Okay.
He's the one who brought seeds and gave the producers of Miraflores all the tools and the money to start producing for the Pamilla Hotel.
Wow.
And Larry, it was the one who brought the different oil, the different vinegar, the different herbs, and the seeds, and all that. It was like a very influential for me, even that at that time I was not in the kitchen.
Really?
I was the restaurant manager and events manager, but we were neighbors in Costa Azul, and so in our days off we would cook together, and later on, because of all that experience, and I went to work with him in LA, and again, not in the kitchen, but after that, of cooking and learning and traveling, I decided, and that was in '96, we opened Tamarindo Centro, and then I was like doing basically the first fusion restaurant in Los Cabos.
Nice, and that's the thing here.
Yeah.
So everybody is really looking for organic, farm to table. There's a whole wellness aspect to, I think that was already here, or the idea was here, but it hadn't really been fully implemented. And I love the idea that you're going to be doing that at Los Tamarindos.
Yes.
It's all about wellness.
Yeah, and it's, Cabo is a fabulous place for chefs, okay? And restaurateurs, because
I like that.
Yeah, because we have, from one side, we have all these beautiful products. Okay? We still, from especially the San Jose area, it's a lot of organic products here. It is over 200 small producers. Okay?
Wow.
They're still, doing a beautiful job. So you can, you can get all these beautiful products, and then we have this, the ocean. One of the last virgin oceans in the world, the Mar de Cortez, and then the Pacific side. And since the Baja California South is not too many people live here. A lot of people don't know that we are less than 700,000 people in the whole Baja South.
It's true.
So it's empty. So it's no factories really. So it's very clean.
We're very fortunate, aren't we?
Yes. So the sizes and the diversity of the seafood of the Baja South is, I don't know, is the best in the world, but definitely one of them. But we can still get the best quality.
Let's have another toast with your lavenia, because we have a little interactive portion.
Okay.
So the Mod Pod experience, salud, by the way, where, speaking of all of the products, we're going to be blindfolded.
Okay.
And smell, taste, touch, and try to guess what it is. Now, I will just say, I will not know any of them, I'm sure. Are we ready to bring them over? Oh, here are the blindfolds. Anna, hello. Hello. Okay, here we go. And I don't have my cheat sheet, by the way, so I don't know. We're not going to know what it is. No. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Who's going to know if we're correct? Okay. Are we ready? He doesn't know don't have it on yet. What is somebody handing us? Now remember, he's got 26 years here, 27 years, Los Tamarindos, Tamarindo Centro, La Venia, you've got the coffee. So you've been doing this for a million years. You should be able to guess what this is. This feels like I shouldn't eat this. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it feels like a bell pepper.
What? Oh, let me hold it. Okay, trade me.
Yeah.
Trade me. Hold on. Where are you?
This is a pepper.
It is? Okay, now trade me. Now what's that? Yeah, that's a pepper. What's that?
This feels like a dragon fruit.
Oh, let's see. Is he right?
No. This is no. This is a cauliflower, I believe. Col.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna taste it. I won't even know what it is, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah, this is a type of cauliflower, one of the exotic ones.
Is he right? Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. I'm not looking at the next one. Okay, hold on. Enrique, where's the weird cauliflower? Okay, let's give that back. What's the next thing? This is making me laugh.
Yeah,
my gosh.
This is carambullo.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
It's a star fruit, they call it.
Let me see.
Because
Is this what he has?
No.
Okay. This is something different. This is a turnip? I don't know. Here, trade me. Okay, where are you? You take this. I take this. What did you say? Well, this feels weird.
this
Star
is
fruit.
a star fruit.
Okay.
And the color is star
I only
fruit
said
because
star
when
fruit
you
because
cut
he
it,
said star fruit.
You know, when you cut it, it looks like a star.
Ah,
And they use it in cocktails. It's a nice fruit.
that's true.
And this is
It's not a turnip.
This is a squash. Yeah,
You're right.
sunburned squash.
Oh my
it's called.
gosh. He is good. Okay, I'm going to take those from you. Hold on, where are you? Hold on, I think there are two. Okay. How many more do we have?
How we doing, though?
Two more?
2 more to try.
2 more to try. All right. So we each get one. Oh, and then we taste. Oh my gosh, Enrique, what am I going to do? Okay. All right, I take this one. Oh. I knew I'm not going to know any of these. Parsnip? I'm not sure. Not sure. What do you have?
I think it's a potato. Yeah. This is a potato.
Is it? Okay, let's trade. Tell me what you think mine is. Where are you? Okay, you take that. I take this. Oh. I'm saying potato because he said potato. But they do feel like little tiny potatoes. Uh-huh. What do you think that is?
I don't know.
Are you supposed to eat it?
This is,
Oh, that looks different than
I don't know what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's a fruit, I believe.
Look at that's a real chef
Yeah.
smelling and trying to taste it. I don't know what it is. What is that?
I don't know what it is.
Pomegranate.
This is a pomegranate?
Oh. Okay, I'm going to steal that from you. Hold on, here I come. Okay, are we tasting?
We taste
Oh, Lord. Okay.
right here. So you need to grab it because
I need to grab it like this.
So grab the inside.
Grab the inside?
Yes.
And I'm supposed to
Take
eat
one.
this whole thing?
Yes. Sir.
Okay.
Right over here.
Yes.
Easy. The strawberry.
Yeah.
Okay, that was easy. I feel like we're on that one game show. Remember where they used to eat a bunch of weird things that they couldn't see? Hold on. Am I supposed to eat this?
Oh, yes, apparently.
The whole thing?
Yeah, bite it.
Does Enrique have the same?
Yes.
Okay, here I go. I know what it is, but I don't know what it's
This
called.
is a citrus. It's like a kumquat, maybe.
I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's
Did you eat it?
I can eat it.
I ate mine.
Okay.
Why aren't you eating yours? What do you call these? I have these at the house all the time.
You know, it's a citrus. It's like it's something between an orange
Uh-huh.
and mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too acid, but it's also not too sweet like
That's why I think I like them, because I don't like it too sweet. Okay, oops, Anna, can I give you my leftovers? Okay. Is that it for tasting?
One more.
One more tasting. All right.
There we go.
Okay.
Wow.
This feels like a big bite. That's not a pepper. It's not like a jalapeno pepper. Nobody's teasing us, right?
It feels like,
Hold on, let me smell.
It feels like tomato,
It feels like a tomato.
but it's not.
Did you eat yours? Okay, hold on.
It is a tomato.
It tastes like a tomato. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, it's a tomato.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Do we have any more, Anna, or that's it? That's it. I think, what did you get, 100 out of 100?
No, I didn't know the pomegranate.
That's okay. For being an agricultural engineer, you can take your blindfold off. Do you see? I should make him have the blindfold on for the rest of the interview. That was really well done. That was hard. And I didn't even know the answers. I didn't get to see the list beforehand. It's amazing though to watch you smell and like touch all over it. That was really, really interesting. So what would you impart on the audience about Los Cabos, about farm to table eating? How would you like to leave a great message for our audience today?
Well, definitely to enjoy, what the beauty of Cabo, obviously from the beaches, which are beautiful, and the restaurants, all those restaurants who carry local food. Okay, yeah, local food is the thing to do.
Yep.
Because it's, number one is a fresher product. Okay, and especially in Cabo, most of our products here are organic. So once we know that the products come from local farmers, we help the farmers, we help the community, we help our clients. Okay? So, everybody wins when we buy local.
I love that. Everybody wins when we buy local.
Yeah.
You can buy local at Los Tamarindos. Are you still doing those big baskets?
Yes,
I
yes.
love that. So it's really whatever is in season at the time. You can get it on a weekly basis, and just explain just a little bit about that. Just like what goes in it, and how do you decide?
Well, the baskets they change. It depends of what is in harvest. But basically, right now would be eggplants. Different kinds of eggplant, different kinds of zucchinis, different kinds of tomatoes, and then we like to do like the vegetables, and then something for the salad, like baby Swiss chard, kale, lettuces, mizuna. So we have those, and then we produce a little bit of Asian vegetables like bok choy.
Wow.
And then on and on. Sometimes the baskets, and we do it for couples or for families, so they can go and pick it up, and and then we have the Chester Market. They can make their own basket. Okay.
Love it.
So I mean that, and then all those hotel managers and restaurant managers.
Buy local, everybody wins.
Exactly.
It's true. So come to Los Cabos, come visit Los Tamarindos, eat farm to table, buy the baskets, Los Tamarindos Centro, and enjoy La Venia. And with that, we will end with a toast. Gracias otra vez.
you.
Mucho
Thank you,
éxito.
Vanessa.
Thank you so much.
Gracias.
Saludos a todos.
Salud.
And to see more of Mod Pod with Fukunaga, check all of your podcast channels and media areas. So thank you, everyone. Saludos.
Thank you. Salud.
Thanks for listening to Mod Pod with Fukunaga. Follow the episodes on all major podcast platforms, including Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and many more.